Hi guys, Andreas on the Mainliner with a random Tuesday video. I was just listening to a record, actually the one that's playing, which is this one. And I thought, why the hell not? I will make a video and I will just show random stuff. Because I don't remember what I've shown before, to be honest. I have some gaps. I used to have like, I would get a bunch and then I would show it and then, there would be some kind of continuity. But that's gone out of the window. That's like long gone. So, this is fairly recent. I got it like a couple of months ago. And it's been on the want list for at least since it came out, and not since it came out, because it came out before I was born actually, so that's a long time ago. Yeah, so this is, I think, came out, so Jose Mauro, Obnoxious, and this came out in 1969, I want to say. 1970, so it was before I was born. So I didn't want it since it came out. No, that's a bit of an exaggeration, since it was reissued by Far Out Recordings in 2016. And when these came out, I saw them in the list, and I was like, oh yeah, check them out, and they were like amazing. I really liked them, but for one reason or another, I just didn't pick them up. And eventually, this one has become quite hard to get, and I think that from this list of albums, it's probably the best one to pick, although all of them are really good, and I would like to get all of them, to be honest. I mean, yeah, Victor Assis Brazil, the two ones, Esperanto, and yeah, Victor Assis Brazil, by the same name. This is really good. I don't think I've heard this one from Jose Mauro. I don't think I've checked this one out. But judging, because I've checked the other ones out, judging from this one, yeah, I think that, yeah, from the other ones, this is a really good series. There's also some other ones, SP73, I don't remember who is it from. And yeah, it's like, if you're into Brazilian music, it's like, sort of have to have them, I guess. I don't know if this is a little bit loud. Yeah. So yeah, if you're into Brazilian music, and if you're generally in music, really, I mean, these days, like, I think I mentioned it in my previous video, that there's like, this kind of divergence. Everybody's listening to whether, depending on how adventurous you are, I mean, it's like, if you're interested in music in general, like, it's my record collections are a really good example of just going in different directions, and it is feasible these days because it's easy to get. Not always very easy, but easy to get stuff that were otherwise unavailable, or you wouldn't know about them. So, because you have a preference, like, I don't know, you like hard rock, whatever, and you sort of get information. It would be easier to get information from one genre. Now it's like, it's like just get bombarded. You go, you get an update from an online record store and it has like everything in there. It's like, And then, anyway, that's my experience. I don't know what your experience is. May differ. It may be completely different. Anyway, speaking of, just varied stuff, and this is what this channel is all about, because it's my collection. It's not about just like, showing stuff to educate people. Well, I sort of do it to inspire people, but not to educate, because if you came here for an education, forget about it. Half the time, I don't know where the band is from, what year the album came out. Just horrible. Yeah. but I show good music. I think that at the very least, I do that. I managed to. I'll try to continue in this sort of road, this path that I'm on. I got this recently as a gift from a friend because it was my birthday a few days ago. This fax, and this is on Trouble in Mind, and it is post-punk. It's a Chicago band. I know this because it says so here, unless it's lying. So you know, it's like it's not my problem. I didn't do anything. I didn't. I didn't skew the facts. Pun intended. Trouble in Mind obviously is if you know them probably for their psychedelic stuff and sort of post-rock psych kind of thing. This is a definite sort of divergence from that. It's definitely more. It is post-punky. It's quite sort of reminds me of the noisier old, more experimental Sonic Youth kind of stuff, but not the indie sounding stuff, more the experimental, the like very noisy, a mix of kind of Sonic Youth, maybe a bit of Swans as well. This next one, I was very excited to find out that it was reissued. I was not very excited to find out the price that it was reissued. It was available as a reissue. Although there is a CD, which I opted to not go for because forget about it. It's alright. Everything's fine. So this is a psychedelic record. This is what's this guy's name? Craig Smith, Maitreya Kali, and yeah, this is a guy that got burned out on acid, and this is a record that I don't remember if it's 2 records. It's Apache in Inca. I think that it always came as a package. Originals of this, they were private pressed in the 70s. There are no analog tapes or anything like that. It says inside that this is a transfer from a vinyl copy because there are no tapes to be found anywhere. They've done a quite good job in the sense that the pressing is quiet, the pressing is quite good, and you know, it doesn't sound like it shouldn't sound. I don't know how it would sound like originally, but I don't think, you know, you don't have like a lot of expectations, right? Anyway, this is a sort of holy grail of private press psychedelic albums from that era, and I don't know where I found out about it, but I put it on my want list on Discogs. Most copies are like $300, $400, very expensive, and this is a very expensive reissue as well. But you know what? What the hell? You know, YOLO. I thought I'd get it. Is it good? Is it worth it? I've listened to the first album because it's 2 LPs. I did listen to it when I put it on my want list, but that's a long time ago. And it is exactly what you expect from a private press. So I think that I've said this about what's that guy's name? Forget about it. I'm forgetting about his name. It's a little bit of everything. It doesn't have a specific direction. It's like somebody that has some talent, has a sort of vision, but it's not exactly concentrated enough, or doesn't have a direction, an exact direction to that would make him sort of be able to get a proper record deal. So that's what you get here. Is like you get a little bit of psychedelia, you get a little bit of acid rock, get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's quite mellow, it's quite sort of easygoing, and yeah, I can see why this is sort of, you know, considered a grail in, you know, private press. But it is a private press, so, you know, don't expect, I don't know, King Crimson or anything. Although King Crimson have nothing to do with what this is all about. It's psych. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, this original copy sell for 10,000 plus. I don't think 10,000 plus. I sincerely don't. No. I think that you can find copies. They're expensive. They're expensive because private press, because 70s, whatever. But not 10,000 or dollars. I think I've shown these. I haven't shown. Yeah, I haven't shown. I think this sort of batch here. It's like a little bit patchy. So, Arab Strap, Philophobia, 1998. Their second album. This is their issue. The first one has also been reissued. I have it over there in that stack. It's going to be a little bit hard to get, so I'm lazy, so I won't pick it out. Yeah, Arab Strap. They're from Scotland. I know they're from Scotland, and I know they're from Scotland because the singer. Well, he's not really a singer. It's like post rock and a guy sort of narrating. And it's like poetic kind of thing. He has a very Scottish accent. I mean, you cannot confuse it with anything else. So yeah, I'm pretty certain they're from Scotland. Interesting bit about Arab Strap is like there's music that is considered to be depressive, and like, you know, I don't know, The Cure, or, you know, I don't know, some kind of goth rock, or like, you know, depressive death metal, black metal, and all that. This really depressing. It's so fucking depressing. It's unbelievable. It's like, I don't know what the fuck, what the bloody hell they did here, but yeah, their sound is just, yeah. They're very good musically, and but they are very depressing. My God, yeah, they just. A issue that I'm very happy that that was done. I have been on a kick with new wave and punk and post punk bands in the last, I don't know, year and a half maybe, and I came across in my Spotify journeys on Malaria, and I knew that this was an album that sort of compiled singles from their output, but the first pressing was just gone, and it's quite expensive, but it got reissued fairly recently. And I don't remember. Anyway, it was 2019 Q4, if you like. And yeah, where are they from? I want to say Scandinavia. Can't remember. As I said, don't expect to be educated about anything here. You know, if something piques your interest, check it out. You might like it. It's music. It's punk music from, well, punk, post-punk kind of thing. New wave from 1981 to 1984, compiled. It's really good. I really enjoy it. I hope you do too. Maybe you will find, you know, you will discover something new. Who knows? An artist that I really like, Zola Jesus, and I didn't have this album. I don't have her full discography. I think I have another 2 albums maybe. This is what's it called? Okovi, and it's I don't see it. Oh yeah, there you go. 2017. So yeah, it's electronic. It's sort of ethereal, kind of, and it's beautiful. And it's a really, really, really good album. And I really like Zola Jesus, and I generally like women that do electronic music. Yeah, and she's one of the better ones. What else have I not shown in this stack? I know I've shown this. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. Here's another bunch. Waste Blood. I have her first album, and I wanted to get the one before this, and this is her latest one, Titanic Rising. Has appeared in many lists for top albums of the year, so baroque, pop, whatever you want to call it, and it's really nice. And the previous one is really good as well, and yeah, highly recommended. You should check it out. Yay, reshoot, yay! I got this from Jazzman. I went to record sort of thing that what's it called? Old age. You know, I had my birthday. You know, I'm getting older, getting on a bit. Whatever, I forget stuff. So anyway, this is I got it from Record Fair. And from the label itself, they were saying that, you know, copies are just like, he doesn't have any more copies. And he was selling the last copies of this. I think I got probably the last copy he owned. This is the volume 1. I didn't get volume 2, but yeah, I'm satisfied that I have volume 1 because volume 2 is cheap. You can get it. You can get original first press in a way for reasonable price, I think. And then in the recent last I don't know 4 or 5 months, I was I like the Doors. I like the first album of the Doors, but I didn't like any of the other albums of the Doors. But I started listening to this, and boy, oh boy, it's a really good album. Yeah, Strange Days. I mean, I don't know why I didn't like it to begin with. Like, you know, yeah, alright, you know, I liked Love Me Two Times. My sister had a best of, and, you know, it had this song on there. I liked Moonlight Drive. When the music's over, it's like, whew, Strange Days. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong. Some people think that this is maybe their best album. I don't know. I cannot really say. But yeah, I don't know. The first album has a special place in my heart, if you like. This is brilliant. I mean, you don't have to. Who am I going to say that? Yeah, this is a good album. You probably don't know about it, but yeah, it's a good album. You should buy. Exactly. Right. Oh, something big. Boom, boom, boom. Sit. Yes. Something big and nice. Fuck's sake, sit there. Okay. Right, so this is a box set. It's from the 16 horsepower, and it compiles their first 2 albums, I think, which is Secret South, Folklore, and Live 2001, which is released for the first time on vinyl. It was released 3 months ago or thereabouts, and it's from the label Glitter House from Germany, and you get the albums on their own individual sleeves and all that good stuff. This is a brilliant album, by the way. This is the album that sort of got me into 16 Horsepower. Now, I like the other band, the guys on. Yeah, there you go. But I never got into 16 Horsepower, and I got it on a random playlist on Spotify, and I heard Clogger, and then I started. I like put it on my playlist, and I heard it again, and then I listened to the album, and then I was like, oh, this is good. And I wanted to find the album, and I couldn't find the album, and then this box set came out, and then I was thinking to myself, maybe I should get it, and there was a good reason to get it as well, because first of all, I got it for a good price. It was initially sort of came out for £120 or something, but Amazon, being Amazon, they never keep the same price. So it was 120, then it was like, at some point it went down to 70, and then I was like, you know what, I'll buy it now because I know that this is the best price it's going to get. And indeed, now it's back to 90. This is a live one, which is gatefold. Look at me, I'm showing the gatefold. Wow, there's no shrink, you see. And sorry, this is folklore. What am I talking about? Oh my god, dementia. This is the live one. Live. And yeah, this is the first pressing of this on vinyl. And this is fantastic. This live album is awesome. If you like 16 Horsepower and haven't listened to this one, dude, just go for it. It rips. It's a very darn good recording. The other thing that I noticed is that Glitter House has done a really good job with the mastering. This is a really good mastering for vinyl. They say so as well. They've taken care of that. And it's the same thing. I've shown this before. There you go, woven hand. Early woven hand. This is the other box set. And yeah, this is a really good mastering as well. So, got the two box sets. And I'm very happy about that. So, what's this? I don't think I've shown these. Alright, I'll show these. Speaking of divergence, yeah, that's like, what have we shown here? It's like jazz, baroque pop, electronic, new wave, psychedelia, post-punk, Brazilian music. I don't know what you call woven hand or 16 Horsepower. So let's show some, well, sort of metal. The Obsessed. This is The Obsessed. This is an album that came out, I want to say, in the 90s. I will not say what order it came out on, if it's the second, if it's the third, or whatever. It's a good Obsessed album. But if you want a good Obsessed album, the best one, my opinion, my humble opinion, is the Lunar Tomb. This is their first one, for sure. And this is from HR Records, High Roller, yes. High Roller Records. They are doing a really good job at reissuing stuff. And yeah, this has been reissued quite a few times actually. So it's like there have been multiple versions of this. Grab one while you can. Originals, well, they're too expensive. You can see these even the CDs are expensive as well. But this is a bloody good doomy record. Um, it's been 25 minutes. There's stuff to show. I mean, there's always something to show. As I said, I've lost the plot a long time ago. So, yeah, I'm just choosing to stop here because it's 25 minutes. I've wasted enough of your time, although I'm pretty sure that you have been skipping quite a bit, which is fine, or watching it on ×2 speed, which is prudent, I think. So yeah, that's it. That's my sort of final update. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you seen something that is interesting and new. Maybe something piqued your interest. Maybe something that you didn't know is available. Who knows? If you did, leave a comment. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it. Subscribe. Press the bell icon so you will get every single one of my updates and you will never miss a video. Blah, 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 blah. And all that good stuff. So anyway, yeah. I will see you around, guys.